Sanani and welcome to Age Space right here on Soweto TV channel 251 and DSTV. This is a show to educate you on certain careers that are best suited for you. Igama lami nguNoncedo Dlamini. I am your host for this show. Today's topic is photography. If you would like to venture into this career, this is a perfect show for you. Khona manje asene itrade nisibona ukuthi ingaba abantu bayazi ukuthi what is photography all about. Straight after that we'll go to our 5 quick facts on photography. Maqeda lapho futhi siphinde sihambe sekhuluma ne-lecture efundise yona lo course le ekuyiyo i-photography. It is Age Space. It's your career choice. Welcome to our 5 quick facts on photography.
My name is Natemba Mbuyisa. I think photography is a study of making pictures effective. You know, not just taking any ordinary picture, but taking a picture that will make an effect to somebody, that will actually tell a story. That is what photography is.
Number 1. Photography is the science, art and practice of creating durable images by recording light.
Number
2, the wildlife photography is a genre of photography concerned with documenting various forms of wildlife in their natural habitats.
Hola, igama lami umlungisi Magwaza, bangazi njengomluda. Architectural photography. I mean angiyazi ukuringa ivari ne. But to think about it, I think architectural photography has to do nezinto zokubuilda kwabona because ngizwa yini architect. The rest I mean angiyazi.
Number 3. An architectural photography is a photography of buildings and similar structures and accurate representation of their subjects.
My name is Ofense. I think the best side to take a picture is on the right, like on the front side of yourself. Yes.
Number 4. The good side may be the left cheek. According to the new study, images of the left side of your face are perceived and rated as more pleasant than the pictures of the right side of your face, probably due to the fact that we present a greater insanity of emotions on the left side of our faces.
I'm with Melamasika. A selfie is whereby you take a picture, not a full body picture, but then just your face, you show your face and that's it. That's what I understand by a selfie. Thank you.
Number 5. A selfie is a self-portrait photography or group photography featuring the photographer, typically taken with a handheld digital camera or a camera phone. Those were our 5 quick facts on photography. Getpix School of Photography offers comprehensive range of photographic, digital manipulation, videography, and web design courses, and courses such as landscape photography, wedding photography, studio photography, etc. For now, let's have a chat with a lecturer by the name of Andre. I hope you have an insight on what photography is all about. Khona manje silino Andre, who's a lecturer at Getpix School of Photography, ositshela more on photography. Hi Andre.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm well, thank you.
Andre, what is photography all about?
What is photography? That is quite a wide sort of question. I would say basically photography is being able to capture an image that you can use later on. So as a painter would use paint to paint a painting, photography we use painting with light. In other words, we manipulate light to be able to capture an image, put it onto something that we can use later on, like a computer, on a piece of paper, or printed on a magazine. So there's many ways of looking at photography. In the old days we used to capture it on film, on slides. Today everything's gone digital, and we can now do so much more with the photographs and manipulate them on computer and do all kinds of things with them. So photography, I would say, is really just capturing an image and using it later either for your own personal use or for commerce.
What are the requirements for someone wanting to enroll for this course?
I think you just got to want to do that kind of art form. You need to be passionate about photography. You need to be, I would say, a creative kind of person, and you need to be somebody that can work on your own, self-motivated, because a lot of times photographers are actually sitting in a studio and working by themselves and maybe with a model, or they're working at home and they're doing, or back at the studio, back at the office, doing post-processing. So you need to be self-motivated. and go out and do things and look for your own clients, create the opportunities and do your own marketing. So you need to be a get up and go person, creative and be passionate about what you're doing.
And we know that photography is broad. How many departments do you have in photography rather?
Well, there's many genres, what we call a photography. You could perhaps be a wedding photographer. You might like to go into and do studio work where you do portraits, or even you can do product photography in a studio environment. You might want to go out and do motor vehicles, do action photography, sports photography, architecture. There are many different ways. You might enjoy wildlife and go out and spend time in the bush and doing wildlife photography. So there's a whole bunch of genres of photography that you can get involved with. Some people may specialize just in one, and other people may do 2 or 3 that they actually focus on.
So it's not departments, it's genres.
It's genres of photography, yeah.
What kind of personality should one have in order to venture into this career?
Once again, I think you've got to be the kind of person that is can take control of a situation. For example, if you are doing a wedding, people are paying you as a photographer to get the best pictures possible. And you need to take control of that situation without overpowering the bride and groom, let's say, but help them to get the best photographs out of that particular shoot. So you actually need to be able to say to the people, please would you do this, would you try that? And unless you do that, your bride and groom don't really know how to pose. You need to help them. So you need to be able to take control of that. And even when you're doing a product shoot, you need to be able to sit down, talk professionally with your customer and understand exactly what he wants out of him, out of that product shoot. So you need to be a forward-going person as well, and not just stand back, because that is your business and you need to drive it. And also you need to be the type of person that goes out and looks for different things and differentiates yourself from the opposition.
What is the process of obtaining this qualification?
I think the process of obtaining that is, one is join a school like Getpix, where you get taken through in a sort of way that makes it easy for you to understand. We take you from the basics of photography, teaching you about the foundation of how photography started and how it comes about, teaching you your equipment, leading you through, helping you to understand the equipment that you've got, and then exposing you to different genres of photography. Because you may not enjoy wildlife, maybe I enjoy wildlife. And you'll only know that once you get exposed to the different areas that there are out there. And that is what Getpix does. It gives you a very broad view of all the different aspects of photography. Then it's up to you, once you've gone through that, and there's different courses that you can go through, then you will decide at the end of the course, wow, I enjoy this or I enjoy that, and that is what you're going to focus on.
How long does the course take?
The courses, we offer various courses. You can come and do a 12-month course, which you are busy in lecture and in off-site environments throughout the year. We also offer a 6-month course, and then we offer ad hoc courses that normally go on for sort of 3 days. And those are shorter, more condensed courses.
As a lecturer, we know that you deal with different students from different backgrounds with different personalities. So what are some of the challenges that you face as a lecturer?
Yeah, I think what you said is correct, because you'll get a class full of students, and they may be different ages. They maybe got different personalities. Some are more outgoing, some are more introvert, but basically they've all got the same sort of goal in mind, and that is to excel in photography and to do that. Then the other challenges you have is that you're going to have a whole bunch of different cameras that the people are using. And each camera is slightly different in the way it operates, so you've got to be able to understand the different equipment that the students have got, understand their personalities, help them to grow and help them to come out of their shell, and also to get the different levels, because students might come in here with having no experience whatsoever, just coming out of school. Then you may have some other students who've already done a little bit of work, maybe have done a course somewhere else, or have got some experience. So you've got to try to bring these different levels and balance them and bring them through, that everybody's kind of on the same page.
Let's talk about the gender balance. We know we have your females and males. How's that?
You know, gender balance is an interesting thing, because you may think that it's a male-dominated.
True.
Yeah, but it's not really. We're finding that most of our students are mainly female.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly what the proportion is, but maybe it's like a 60-70% female. And there could be various reasons why that is. You know, people, the ladies wanting to go out and do pictures of their family, of their children. And maybe that's why they're going into the photography. But you'll find in sports photography, wildlife, there are a lot of males in there. But there are different kinds of genres of photography where you find that the females are more suited. For example, boudoir photography, and a lot of times in the studio as well. Baby photography, wedding photography. You'll find that there are a lot of females getting involved in those genres.
In terms of the equipment, does the school offer equipment, or do they need to purchase their own?
There is quite a bit of equipment that we do have. For example, in our studio, we've got a fully equipped studio with all the lighting that you require, all the stands, all the backdrops, and books and so on that people can have a look at to help them with setting up different poses and so on. So the studio is fully equipped and the students use that. But we do recommend that they have their own cameras, because it's better that you learn on your own equipment, and when you're going out and doing assignments, that you're getting to know your own equipment that you're going to be using when you leave the course. Because if you use one of our cameras, then you go out and you start another one, it's slightly different. So things like computers, software that we use, we do have it in the school, but it's better that you have it on your own computer, that when you take it home and you go and doing your assignments, you've got your own equipment and you get to know the stuff better yourself.
So what are the job opportunities in photography?
Wow, I think there's a lot. It depends what you want to do. Okay, if you want to become a wedding photographer, then you would go out and you'd start advertising yourself perhaps on Facebook, create a website, and you start marketing yourself as a wedding photographer. There's sports photography, where you can go and work for a newspaper, or you can be a freelance and sending your photographs in. You can go and do wildlife photography, and you can do architecture. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do. If you want to go into the commercial world, taking product photography for magazines, for all kinds of advertising material. So there's a lot of different things that you can get yourself involved with. Maybe you want to just start a home studio at home, take photographs of babies. There's a lot of people making a living out of just doing baby photographs at home. So you can balance your job maybe with bringing up your own child. It's something you can do at home, and you don't have to have your own studio or your own place to do it outside of your own environment.
Thank you so much for your time, Andre.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Ngithemba ukuthi nizwile ukuthi you need to be motivated, you need to be focused, you need to love what you do, and always do your research. If you love photography, why not venture into this wonderful course? It is Age's Space, it's your career choice. Let's go to an ad break.